The first one in, followed by Ape Predator. Ape Predator's now in the lead. Because Decentralized left. When we have Web3 Night. Oh, then we have Christian Uda. What's up? What's up? Welcome in.
We're gonna have a bunch of people cycling through.
What's up,
We
Jerry
get some
King?
people who jump in initially and then bounce.
That's funny.
Um,
What's up, The
yeah.
Young Proof? The Young Proof is in third place for the audience. Let's go. The duck race
Don't
for
start saying
audience.
that. They're gonna be saying, what would
What?
I
What
win? What
duck
did I
race?
win?"
What duck race? Manuel CJ, what's up? Welcome in. We're just welcoming in folks, letting the stream warm up. What's going on? Good to see y'all again on another Monday. Monday. Shoddy's here, Crib's here. What's going on? Warming up chat, warming up stream. Precious is here. What up? What up? What up? What it up? How we doing? How we doing? We're gonna learn stickers today. Very exciting topic. Stickers.
It's actually good because there is going to be a sticker competition coming up
Love
at
it.
some point.
Love it. Yeah, no, this is gonna be fun. It's all stickers are fun, man. Stickers are temporary. Stickers aren't meant to be anything too serious. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Easy peasy. Make sure my cam's working. I mean, it is working. There I am. Ha 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 ha. Yeah ha ha. All right, guys. We're just letting people warm up, get in here, and then we'll kick it off. Talk about some stickers. Make some stickers today. Boom. You can turn about anything you want into a sticker, so this is going to be pretty open. We're going to have some considerations for making Discord stickers, you know, stuff that, let's see, stuff like these. There's Maddox laughing. What else we got? There's my, whoa. On a more serious note, all stickers. Stickers! And the various reasons why you might want to have some stickers going. We can also make animated stickers if we're talking. Good, man. Good. Just hanging. No, I am not a soldier. That was all LARPing. I tried to get into the military about, I don't know, 10 years. It's not as easy in the US. I hear it's a lot easier in
Depends on what you're
other
going
places. They just knock on your door and I mean, they could do that here if they wanted to. If we went off, you know, anybody over 18 could just get a knock and, hey, come on, you're coming with us. Well, you know, you might come back in 4 years, kind of thing. Yeah, I hear it's a pretty standard open invitation elsewhere though. Nah, they're pretty stringent. They don't like to hear that you've ever been sad before. You want if you want to join the military, they'll give you depression and anxiety and other mental illnesses, but they won't let you come into the military with any past history of it. So that goes for addiction, that goes for any other problems. They'll give it to you. They just won't let you come in with it. But no, for real. Most of my family's served in some way, shape, or form, and you know, thanks to their service, I appreciate it. I tried to get in once, but well, for a while. I think I'm at the point now where I'm a little too old to even think about it. If I go in, they're just like, all right, Mr. Dad Bod, I don't know if you can run anymore, so why don't you just hold up there? I can listen to orders. I can do all that. All right, I think we're getting ready. So we'll kick it off here. Talk about some stickers. You want me to share my screen, or you want me to? How do you want me to run it? I've got stream running. I can see you. I can see y'all. You want me to share screen direct, or do you want me to share my video, which is easier on the chat?
it, Honestly, usually they can't see when you share via the stream cam, so it might be easier to share screen.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. All right, well, I'll give you all my main screen then. We're at 720 and 30 FPS. Should be fine. that working? Give me a thumbs up in chat. We see all that. Yeah. You
Working
can
for
see.
me.
Okay, very good. All right. If you guys want to tune in to a stream elsewhere, you can join me here.
Since I know everybody's waiting for it, there you go.
What's that?
The
Aha!
horror.
Look at
The
you, you
horror.
shave.
The horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I did. This was a goof. This was a complete goof. This was
Right.
definitely
Just
not
slipped a little
intended.
too close to the
Um,
goatee, and then
yeah.
you had to
Well,
commit.
no, I ended up using the clipper head that was too small. I thought it was the right size, and then this was the result, and it was just too late. So yeah,
It happens. It does
yep.
happen. But guess what? It will
I,
grow back as well. So we're
I
not
went from a
worried.
bearded baddie to a potato with fuzz.
I
Like
was like I was in the middle of bedtime, and I was like, rolling around. I couldn't sleep very well. And I had, I'm a snuggler at night, so I throw the covers around me like a cocoon. And I had my face and my beard, and I was like pushing it into my nose, and I was like, do I gotta get rid of this? I don't know. I'm not sure
yeah,
anymore. Um I don't know. But then then I see you and I'm like, no, I'm good.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It always sounds like a good idea until you see somebody else shave that hasn't shaved in forever, and you're like, yeah, fuck that. Okay.
What's up, Troy? How you doing there, sir? We're gonna make some stickers
Twisted
today.
16.
We're gonna make some stickers today. If you don't mind sharing my Xenon link in the chat there, Terrace, that'd be sweet. If you guys aren't on Xenon yet, I
Yeah.
appreciate the follows. You don't have to do anything beyond that, but it's appreciated. All right, now let's get in here, showing off showing off our DMs and how excited I am for payday. Let's go. All right, we need. Let's see. We need my stickers screen. Here we are. Okay, so if you guys saw the post this morning, with well, it's here too. But if you guys saw the post this morning, it was this one. We made I for fun made like a sticker page. This might be something you might find at like a convention or something, and like this was done pretty shoddily. So we'll do this better today. I might make fun of my friends and do some stickers of them if I have pictures of them. We'll see. If you guys have pictures of stuff that's cool, we can stickerize. Happy to help. But really, I mean, you guys should be able to learn all the skills to do the same thing. This is a sticker page, so it's really only usable, as such. If we wanted to take advantage of actually like producing these stickers, we could use the same methods that we're gonna go over today in Canva. However, it probably won't ask you to build the background. We'll maybe explore that today as well. Going through like there's a couple of sticker sites, Sticker Donkey something or other. We'll play around with it. But today we're just working on the actual skill of like turning an image into a sticker. So these are all usable independently as well as the sticker sheet. But to get started, we're gonna head over to Canva like we do. We're gonna go to home, and let's start with now. This is where resolution is going to be important because a lot of like if you are going to be printing the sticker, it's going to matter a great deal how much DPI or what does DPI stand for? Let me remember what DPI stands for. DPI stands for dots per inch. All right, so that's the resolution we're talking about. So in Canva, there is a way to adjust dot per inch, if I'm not mistaken. We'd have to probably have Pro in order to do that. And there's also other converters. Another one that I think of that's free is oh man, what's it called? Free photo or free image program. I haven't used this one in a while, and it's escaping me. It's called It's gonna reach out and grab Krita. Krita is one that you can take advantage of, and Krita has a really cool like when you're exporting, it will talk like you can actually adjust all the things like DPI if you need a higher quality image at the end. Another thing you can do though is really just make it on a bigger scale. Whereas like if you have So like dots per image or dots per inch. If you think about making a new project and the custom size is a 500 by 500. All right. I don't think you can get a huge like you can now if 500 and 500 pixels, you're not going to go a lot of dots per inch. Now if you do inches, right? Now you can work in inches, and that's huge. This is going to be common if you're going to be making another one I like I've used this for is DTL transfers or DTF transfers. Sorry, I know it's a funny name, but it's direct to film. That's not it. DTF transfers, ninjatransfers.com. I've used this to make merch when I was heading out to conferences and I wanted to like you're gonna get a bunch of free merch at conferences most of the time, but if you wanted to just come and rep yourself or rep your own company, you could. And DTF transfers is really cool, where you can actually like make iron on or press on graphics, and they're really high quality. I've got probably like 15 shirts done out of like one or two orders from them. It was it was a little pricey, but like when it compares to buying the t-shirts outright, you're gonna save some money if you wanted to make your own, which is really cool. They've got all the information on how to get going. But what I really like is their let's check out their. If you're not sure how it works, you can grab a free sample pack. They'll do that. I think they'll ship most everywhere, so don't quote me on that. Check that out for yourself. But really high quality transfers, very very cool stuff. Let me show you what their let's see, mockup creator, background remover. Oh, they have a background remover. We have to look at that. Oh, they have a background remover. Get out. Okay, let's try out their background remover, because you know we're always looking for a good free tool. Let's see if we can find an image to a background remover. Let's take this fox for one, just for fun. Let's see what it does. 100% free. AI powered, works in seconds. So they're footing the bill for background removal. That's really nice. How does it? Okay. And that's pretty darn awesome. Okay. So can I download it? And how does it come out? DTF BR box test. Boom. Let's try this. Hang on. La 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 la. You guys. Yeah, let's grab that. Throw it in here. So if you're in the CGF, look at that. That's clean, brother. That's nice. All right, well, cool. For those that don't have Canva Pro yet, I might have a background remover for you. That's really cool. Seriously, if you want to send that as well, feel free. Let me. Whoa, where'd you guys? Lost you. I lost you. All right. I'm gonna send that to you. Boom. That's pretty slick. I appreciate you, DTF. I was just showing you guys that you can do stuff like this. This is great, Stoss. Okay. Does wispies okay. See the wispies on the hairline right here? It likes to take that stuff away. But if you didn't, it'd look really funny, and you have a lot of blue and a little pink. So, bad. Not bad. I like that. Thanks, DTF. All right. No. I wanted to go to their. Let's go to their. We need their library. They have this like mock-up thing. Here we go. Okay, so there's two different types. I've used the DTF transfer builder. Huh. They also have a perma-sticker builder. This is cool. So what you have to do is build a gang sheet. That's what they call it. We start a new gang sheet. And right here, you're going to see all the DPI options here. Or not options, rather, but like we'll use this as a test to see what the DPI is after we make resolutions. So let's start by just uploading I don't know, the one that I used for, let's use my standard profile picture ring. I'm gonna click that. Now, it's good DPI. So see how it's highlighted in yellow? It's running at 150 dots per inch right now. Okay. Now, if I shrink it, the DPI gets green. Okay. And that's really cool. So it'll tell you, it'll also tell you how big that image is going to come out IRL. So it's going to come out at 1/3 of an inch. Okay. And for centimeters, people, 1/3 of an inch comes out to, sheesh, 0.38 inches to centimeters is, it's going to come out pretty small. No, not 38 inches, 0.38 inches. So 0.96 centimeters, not very big, right? Not big, not big. Now, we want to, if you wanted to make a sticker of like substantial size, make it like 2 inches. All right. And 2 inches would be, oh, stop it. We want to make something that's 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, right? It'll even let you convert your, like if you're going by inches or centimeters. I think that's in the settings here. Yeah. That's annoying. Well, maybe it'll adjust based on where you are. Let's see. Oh, look at that. They have a Canva button now. That's new. We like Canva, all right? We've established that I like Canva very much. I used both of these independently, and I'm loving that they're all working with Canva. Okay, so back to, all right. So this is not a very big sheet. This is a 2-inch by 2-inch sheet, and I could put it right in the center, and that's one sticker. But the resolution goes down. Okay. And so if I wanted to, and what we're talking about resolution is these fuzzy lines. It's not great because nice and big, you're going to notice that. Whereas, you know, if it's smaller, you're not going to see those fuzzy lines. It's going to be a little sharper. Okay, that's what we're talking about with the dots per inch thing. Now, what I can do is I can start by making a design the size that I want, right? So let's say we want to make a 2, well, did we want 2 inches? Yeah, so 2 inches, we can also use centimeters. Let's do 5 by 5 centimeters. We'll create a new design. Okay, so now this is going to give us a 5 by 5. We're going to upload, let me see if I can find that exact thing or something similar. There's my ring. And we're going to just drag it out to the edges. Whoop, whoop. Now, are my edges going to be fuzzy? We can zoom in and kind of check. If you have Pro, you can edit. Should be able to upscale the image just a smidge. We'll do it by 2 times. Go to edit, image upscaler. It's going to take a moment to do that. Not a huge noticeable difference, but replace. See if we can catch it. Yeah, nice and straight lines now. Very clear. Again, if you have Canva Pro, we can DTL sticker 5 cm. DTL, we're going to say ring sticker 5 centimeters. All right, share that. We're going to download that as a transparent background. Okay, in here, we also want to consider what file type you're using because that's going to affect the DPI as well and the quality. Now, this one, PDF says best for printing, PNG, complex images, illustrations, and best for sharing is going to be JPEG because of the size. It's going to be smallest. We can try a PNG first, just as suggested, and we will download that with a transparent background. Boom. Now, if we didn't have the Pro, we could use that. We could use that. We could use the. We could use the background remover on DTF transfers and that would make everything there, which is nice. Save there. Now let's go back and upload the new one. You should just be able to drag it in, okay? So you can upload, or you can literally just drag it in. Boom. So easy. All right, now we're gonna grab this one. But this product only allows one image, so we can change the. Let's change this up so we have a little more space to work with, and so we can see the differences. So we'll add one of these. This is the one we just made, and if we use the entire 5x5 inch, it's not gonna come out nice because we built it to 2 inches. So we're gonna drag it until it's at 2 inches, and you can actually adjust the whole thing right here, so you don't have to guess. It's very nice. Now it's still not great. It's good at 150 DPI. It's not great, but let's try. Oh, why does this product only allow one image? That's silly. I don't like this.
You guys should be able to see what he's showing. If you're not, then you might have to reconnect. He is still displaying it, so.
Boop.
Yeah, that might be what they're talking about. They only see the Discord. They don't see what you're doing.
Aha. Okay. Am I sharing? What am I sharing to?
You sharing the Discord.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Oopsies. All right, let's change that. That's why I don't like that. I like. We'll try it. We'll try again. No worries. Click there. If you guys also want to just tune into the stream, it's all going to be from my perspective there. If you're able. If you're in the Discord. Oh, it's not letting me share my screen now for some reason.
That's weird.
Is it because your video's on?
It might be. That's
Wait.
stupid.
Oh, no. I got it. Okay, so working.
There you go.
Okay. So you guys can see we're on Ninja Transfers. Okay. Now, I noticed this upscale quality button. I'm really happy with that. Now this is we're doing this for a. I've done this for entire sticker sheets. This is a really tiny one. I don't know why it's so tiny and why it only allows for one image. It's kind of silly. Drop this down to 2. Great. But see how it's yellow right now? The point I'm trying to make is just quality. It'll warn you if it's in good resolution. This is good enough, right? This will work. But we can actually upscale the quality right here as well. And it brings it to green. And I like that because now we've brought the original optimal resolution to 300 DPI or dots per image at the 2 inch mark. Now, it's not letting me share and compare. Ugh. All right, hang on. Let me back up and we're gonna cancel this one. No thanks. Let's go to a. We want to figure that out because it should let you do more than one sticker at a time. DTF transfer builder. This is making a. That's really silly. All right, so stickers, they want you to buy them by the sticker. But if you were making t-shirts, this is what I have more experience with here. Let's go to the design tools, mockup creator. Which one did we do the mockup creator first? I need the gang builder. Hang on. DTF. Go to there we go. That's what I was looking for. Build a gang sheet. There we go. That's what. Okay, so let's build the cheap, the standard one. You can do all this fun stuff too, but we're just gonna build a gang sheet. Gang sheet's just a collection of images. So start a new one. We're gonna upload our images. We're gonna start with the first one that we had as a. Oh, that was that one. That's that one. And we're gonna just grab the regular PNG. We're gonna grab the regular image just for a comparison here. Let's grab the one we were playing with first. This one. Okay. So this is the one we made that was really nice. We can set this to 2 inches. Very cool. Now It's still showing yellow right off the bat. This is a much larger sheet. This is a 2 foot by 2 foot sheet. So we're going to have a lot of space to work in. But let's say we want to, look at that. It has a nice upscaler now. This was not available when I first started doing this stuff. That's amazing. I love that. So it'll upscale it for you and bring up the dots per image, make it a sharper image, which is going to come with a cleaner, outcome. So that's the one we optimized. That in Canva we built to size. We have a 5-inch by 5, or I'm sorry, a 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter image here. And we brought it over. It still needed a little upscaling, even after our upscale of 2 times. Upscaled it a little more, and that's very, very nice. It also has the remove background right here, so that's pretty fantastic. Let's do that again. Let's see what we can do here. Let's grab another thing that's not quite cut out. Let's take. Let's use this one for fun. All right, here's Valent in a 3D form. Remove, and look, it has the option of remove background right now. Boom. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. It's exciting. All right, boom. Thinking real hard though. What's going on, Luna? Look at that. Cut all the background out. You can even upscale it right here. So you can adjust things before you even get it in there. I love it. It's going to take its time. But it's taking all the load for us. This is fantastic. Okay, now, mind you, this is a pretty high quality image already. So that's fantastic. And this is a huge image at this point. We're going to back up so we can see that. How do we? Okay, Alt and scroll is up and down. Shift and scroll, or Control is to. Can I move? There's a way to move. Hold on. Yeah, Control is zoom. Alt is up and down, and then Shift should be left and right. I don't know why it's not. Interesting. What else would it be? Control, Alt, Shift. It's changed on me. All right, well, you should be able to move while you're inside it. Oy. All right, well, either way. So very big Valent here. It's coming in at 9 inches wide and 10 inches tall. The DPI is really nice at this range, so we can actually we can shrink it as much as we like. It's going to come out really clean, which is nice. If we want to just match it to this one, we can also just take the height and bring that to 2 inches. Ooh, that's 20 inches. Boom. And now we have, oh, is it not letting me draw? I should be able to move much easier by grabbing and moving. I don't know what it's, yeah, thank you. Probably got some like helper tools. Either way. So we can cut that out, and that would look really nice on like a shirt pocket. If we wanted to do that. 2 inches by 2 inches is about that size. Maybe I for a shirt pocket, I probably want to go 3 inches, actually, depending on what you were doing there. And you can adjust everything you want. So boom, adjust in. So blue means it's overlapping. It'll warn you about that stuff. You can get really close, but it'll tell you, hey, like you're close. What comes at the end is this giant sheet of paper that you can cut out individual ones. And so as long as you're comfortable, I've pulled gang sheets like right up to the line, and as long as you're comfortable cutting between that before you go and apply, it's fine. They'll warn you though and say, hey, like, whoa, that's too close. Especially with the edges, it'll say, hey, like you're outside the edge. So like you can come right up to the edge. It's probably smarter to give it a little bit of margin, just in case. And also when you're cutting this film, you want to have a little bit of plastic between your iron and the edge of the actual like material that's transferable. So if you have it right on the line, then you're going to have issues possibly where it sticks to the iron, and that's not great. But either way, it does work that way, and it's pretty forgiving too. But yeah, so we could literally just keep like if these were the images we were working with, we can grab them both, and we can duplicate them, and then just keep making copies. If we had like a big shirt order to make, we can just keep doing this, and make a whole sheet that you can work from and have that. That's how I did it, at least for like we had our name, and then we had our logo, and we had other images that were going on. So I just fit as many as I could into the sheet, and I got creative with it. So like if I wanted to fit more valance, for example, like don't be afraid to use all the empty space you can. And so like let me oops, controls that. We're gonna flip this guy around. It's my 80 tool. Zoop. And so you can flip them upside down. It doesn't matter in the end product because, and see how they're overlapping? It's all good because I still have space in between, but now I can fit more for my, sheet. And, oops, undo, grab, duplicate. And then I could flip these once, and then I could do the same thing here if, whatever made sense. If I was, building this out, I would just want to be conscious of space. So yeah, you can do whatever you want or whatever you need to make, if this is the route you're going. If you're building, I'm not gone again. I'm still here, Queen. I'm sorry. Oh no, you're talking to Crib. Okay, so if we're talking merch, this is a great tool for doing that. You can transfer onto t-shirts, materials. Just depends on which ones you're picking up. And then they also have a sticker builder using the same kind of mock-up sheet, which is really, really cool. So honestly, this is a really neat tool on its own. Now, the only thing you can't do from here is you can't take the new image and download the new image, if you will. Like even in my gallery, that's really cool. They have some sample stuff that they have in their library. But I can't take this and now download it. They're offering their tools so that hopefully you use their service. They're not letting you use their background remover and their upscaler so that you can then take the image and take it somewhere else. So this is great if you're going to be making merch. This is great if you're going to be making stickers. But if we're making just the images for social media, that's what we're worried about as well most of the time. We're going to want to make our own stickers, and we're going to use Canva to do that. So that's just a thought on resolution and dots per inch or DPI. Before we go into making some stickers, does anybody have anything they want to stickerize in the chat? I will offer that to anybody who wants to just throw me something to stickerize. Jump in there, do the thing. If not, I'm going to just tease my friends and make stickers of them. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you got. I might even make a sticker page for... Let me see if I can do this for Mojo. Let me do that. All right, so we're gonna just make a copy of this, and we're gonna remove all the things. Boop, boop. You guys like my Gibby Goblin sticker? I added it. Fun. Whoop, whoop. Gonna remove everything. Now, okay, so if we were using now. This is if you wanted to make a full-on sticker sheet. Let's make a sticker that's sticker size. Harris, do you have access to... I might have access to... I want to see what the... Can you find the resolution for stickers in Discord size? The pixels?
Yeah, we should have that saved.
I have some. I don't have backend access to a server right now on this account. Maybe I do. Server settings, stickers. I do. Okay, I do have something. I just want to see what it's recommending.
I think
Upload
it was like
sticker.
128 by 128.
I know it has a 512 kilobyte max, and you need JPEGs, PNGs, or GIFs. Work. I don't remember the size though that we wanted to. That is a good question.
I had a page saved here somewhere for that. I have fucking no clue where it went now.
Well, we can find one of my old stickers and see what used there. Let me see if I can find a sticker. You guys can look through my old graveyard of projects here. Have I stickered that long ago? My goodness. All right. Stickers, where are you? Where are you, my stickers?
Here we go, Tactical Lions.
It's not that far back. Hang on.
Surprised I didn't have that more readily available. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's in the chat.
That's alright. We can figure this out together.
320 by 320.
320 by 320. Thank you. That's perfect. So we'll make a new project. We're gonna go to custom. Make sure it's set on pixels now. And we're gonna do 320, 320. That's gonna give us a square to work from. All right. Anybody want me to stickerize something? Aha. Thank you. Yeah, let's make that into a sticker. That'll be a pretty sticker. Okay. Copy this. And paste that. All right. So now here's the thing. We've got an image that we're putting into a square, and it's not a square image. We could do this. Boop. Like this. But we're going to have all this extra margin line once we remove the background. Okay. So it's fine, and it should work. If we wanted to we can do two things. We can either maximize the space by making her a little bigger. And let's say we wanted that to be our sticker. That's possible. We might want to, because we stretched her so much, she's going to be a little blurry. Let's go to the upscaler. Again, this is going to be a pro tool. It's really helpful though. Oh, it does say it's really high resolution, which is nice. We're going to give it a 4K, 4 times upscale. Let's see what happens here. You should get some of this noise in the cheeks and the eyes should go away. Maybe in the hair as well. Anywhere that looks fuzzy should kind of blend out a little bit. We're just going to smooth out and add more pixels essentially to make the resolution feel a little cleaner. Kind of like the you know, in your photos you got like the, you know, beautification tool. It's kind of what it's doing here. Just adding more pixels in the space. It does take a little while. Now this is one option. Another option, if I leave this is gonna stop. So I can't really leave this process. If I leave it, it's gonna go. I don't want to upscale your image anymore. I'm focused on other things. So it's coffee time. Let me check chat while we're waiting. That's gonna be a really cool image. Where'd you find that, young prof? Where'd you find that? It's a cool image. He's cool. On. Oh, upscaler. You made it from ChatGPT. Very cool. Very cool. Close down some tabs that might help me a little bit. Come on, you. It does take a little while, so do put in some time for upscaling. I'm getting impatient, so I'm about to cancel it and do a 2x instead. Come on. Aha! As soon as I complained. Love it. All right, so we'll replace the image. Now watch really close. It's going to do this really cool thing. Boom. Thinking. Replacing. And it's going to happen fast, guys. And you're going to be like, oh, what happened? Aha! Look how pretty that is. Oh, man, that's nice. Okay, sweet. So now we've got this high quality image. And I'm going to take this and we're going to stickerize it. So a couple things for stickers. We can just run it as is. All right. So do you have a name for this, young prof? Oh no, you can't hear me. We're gonna call her Purpley. Test 1. All right, we're gonna share that. We're gonna now again. This is a premium tool, but you're gonna remove the background here. Download that as a PNG. That's weird, man. That's weird, man. All right, let me drop that into chat for you. Now, that's a high res sticker with no edit, like no extra at all. All right, it's gonna be pretty flat. If we open that up on a background here, it still looks pretty darn good, man. Not bad, not bad. Very clean. It worked. But if we want to go a step further, just give it a little depth, since it is a realistic-esque, kind of image. We're gonna go to edit. We're gonna go to shadows. You know me and shadows, and we can do one of two things. We can do a glow. That's gonna give it just a little bit of depth. We can reposition, resize. Once the shadow comes in, as you saw, it got a little smaller. So you want to adjust for that. You see where the edges of the shadow stop. We can play with that a little bit with the blur amount. Like, do you want her to feel like she's far away? You want her to feel a little closer to the background? It's up to you. The blur amount's going to adjust the distance. The size is going to adjust how much of that blur we see, or how far out it goes. In, out, right? So we'll keep that about here. Blur amount about here. Actually, I kind of liked it. Wait, played with it too much. Hold on. And Y. Let's go to lower. Blur amount higher. Okay. And then the intensity, of course, is like, see it? Do it just a smidge. Okay. Now she's gonna little bit. We don't want her to be like outlined too much by the shadow, but we can play with that until it makes sense. There we go. Okay, so we can then bring her back up to scale for the image. Find the middle. Boom. All right, now this will be our test shadow. Share. Load. Down. All right. Now, if you guys are in the chat, you'll be able to see that now. Boop. Drop her into, oh goodness, hang on. Here, so I can, it's easier. Boom. All right, so that's the one with the shadow, and then I'm also going to drop it next to the original test so you guys can look at. Okay. So what that looks like. This one's going to be our flat, and this is our the first one, or the second one's the flat. Third one, or the first one's with the new shadow. The second one is the original. All right. So on the Discord background, depending on your background color, it can look nice because it almost looks like it's hanging it, popping out of a little, right? Now, if you wanted that full image, this is if you wanted to fit within the 320 by 320. We can also go home. Now, here's another cool one. You go to create, and you go to upload. Now, I need the original image. Here we are. And this time I'm going to save the image because I need to have it in my media kit. Let me grab it and put it where I need it to go. Oh, goodness. All right, we'll save that. Now, photos. There's the full image. Okay, so now if I'm going to create a design and I want to use the margins that are already there, I'm going to drag it in from a full image. And then if I use it in a new design, it's going to consider the pixels that it's already in. So 1024 by 1536 is what it made it in. Go to custom size. Wait, what? All right. There's should automatically add that for you. If it doesn't, just consider the size. It's an odd size, so that's why we're doing this. You upload it in like that. Now you don't have any background to worry about. It's only the background that's already in the image. We'll take that. We'll remove the background. Great. Now we have the full image. And we are going to probably have to upscale her again, which is annoying. But let's try a two times upscale. We did a 4 times last time. See how long that takes. Should take half the time because it's only 2 times, not 4 times. But we'll still give her a shadow. And I'll also show you what I like to do with if you're making stickers for like thumbnails. Like there's some pretty common thumbnail tricks with some of the instead of using a shadow, using an outline and a pretty thick one so that it kind of stands out on the thumbnail a little better. Also matches that very famous text bangers. Which is a text style a lot of people thumbnail with. It's one I use. Come on. Anybody else have any sticker desires? Make a sticker for you. Happy to help. But I also want you guys to make your own, so hope you guys take this and make your own with it. Again, for those that don't have Pro, I'm not telling people to buy Pro. You can still use remove.bg. You just have to use a pretty high scale image. Let's try with the image we just got. Just to compare. It's going to do the same things, but when you go to download it, it's going to ask you to buy something too, which is annoying. It'll downscale it and give it to you for free. Nice. Remove BG purpley past 1. Save. So this is done with remove BG for free with no editing at all. Still a pretty good outcome. It's going to be a little rougher, but it gets the job done. You also have to consider that stickers aren't going to be super large. We're not going to be as close up as we are when we're editing these stickers. And especially at 320 by 320 pixels, you're rarely going to see the quality difference. But it is really nice when you add it. So, just have that in consideration as well. Wow, that's really thinking. Boy, I don't even know if it did it. It canceled it. See? If you play around too much, it plays around. Well, let's work without. That's fine. And we'll do a compare. Still pretty high qual. I'm still not upset with this, especially if we had if we were just plugging it into Discord, for example. Now that if we were using this for a thumbnail, like I was mentioning, let's make the background Alt 1 will show you the layers again. Let's make a background that is purple, or even better, black. All right, so for right now, now we take the image, edit, shadows, outline, and the one that I like to use is size 9 and white. Change color to white. I don't know why. Size 9 seems to be a nice middle ground. Anything, I mean, you can play with it depending on what you are building for, but the thicker it is, the thick, you can make it just very thin. That's 2, that's 1. But I think for the dramatic, this is going on a thumbnail, I use white and size 9. You can see that it's going to consider the entire image. So it cut us off at the legs here. If you wanted to try and hide that, just stretch the image a smidge so that she's jumping off the page a little, so that we don't have that, it cuts off where she would naturally, not, these like lines down her thighs. It's kind of weird. We don't want her to be cut off by anywhere except for the edge of the image if she's coming off the image. So that's that. Let's try that one. Purpley thumb test white. Share that one. Download. And this is a Pro Tool transparent background. Again, if you didn't have transparent background, I'll show you, or if you didn't have Pro, I'll show you how to do that as well. This is actually going to cut really nicely on remove BG. Okay, so I'll save that for 1 second and I will just download it again without the transparent background from Pro. We're going to download that. And then, very nice. This one is no remove BG, and then save. We're going to put that one in remove BG. Drop it in. It's going to consider our white outline. Okay, it's very hard to see here because it's on a remove BG background, but it's a little choppier. Let's download that and take a look at what that looks like as well. Remove BG. Done. Save. Okay, I'll show you 2 options here. Full comparison live. Hello. All right, so let's drop both of those in here. So this one is from this one is with all the Pro Tools from Canva, background, shadow, and the transparent cut. Okay, this one is without. Oh no, we don't need the without. We need the with. And this one is doing the image and then removing the background separately with remove.bg. Both are passable options. If we look at the compare, both are very passable options. That's with all the Pro Tools with Canva. This is without. Okay, so you got a smaller image size. What you got? This is the full image size from the original image, and remove.bg shrunk it by one half. Okay. Now, as far as stickers go, both work. Okay. It's a pretty large sticker, and if we wanted to then convert it into a size that is, let's take a, okay. So, what was that size of the sticker image? Because there's settings, stickers, upload sticker. The max is 512. If we look at those sizes, the one that I made with all the Pro Tools is too big. It's about twice as big as we'd need it to be for a sticker. So even with all the Pro Tools, I'd have to go and shrink that again. The one that we made and then through remove.bg is underneath the size requirement. So it's a balancing act. We can use both. If I wanted to then take this with Pro Tools, I can download it with I can bring it down if I need to half, and it should, or I can limit the file size rather. I can limit the file size to 512, right? And then it should find out what that does. Should give me a smaller image. Find out. Who is messaging me on the Z? I hear you. Limited size. Okay. And here we go. Boom. So that's with the size limiter, and it should be about the same size. It's not. That's amazing. Okay. Well, it did not. It actually kept the same size and just limited the. Let's take a look at what it changed here. That's the full frame image. What did they limit? They limited the file size down to 412, if I'm not mistaken. 481. So it's still well under the 512 that we can use for stickers on Discord. And it doesn't look like it affected the size. When I go here, wait. That's our newest one. I didn't transparent background though. Oh, okay, let's try that. because when you transparent the background, you have all these extra. See, this is one flat image, but if we do this and then remove the transparent background, we're going to add to that file size, I bet. I betcha. I don't know if I hit the limit button. Hang on. Let's find out. Let's find out. Limited size. Whoa. 2. Let's drop that one in and see what the file size is. 506. That worked really well. Heck yeah, dude. All right, sweet. So the limiter works really well. Nice. Why are we typing I? I love it, but why? Why I? Yeah.
I asked them to.
Okay. I. I don't know why. I don't know why I.
It's for the bot, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of helps me in case the bot doesn't work right, because then I can just export the list of people who were.
Elazar, do you have a question?
Easier.
Can you bring Elazar up?
I don't think that he's probably just got his hand raised because he wants to come up and say hi. Realistically,
You have a question, Elazar? If you have a question, you can come up. I'm gonna be wrapping up real soon.
Yeah, if it's just to say hi, then yeah.
Say hi in chat. But if you got a question, you're more than welcome to ask the question. Wemmy as well. Well, come on up and ask it, or ask it in chat, whatever you want. If you got questions, I'm here now. Sometimes they troll the chats, and if you guys tag me, you can more than welcome ask something while you're working on stuff. But what I want to see from you guys is, I want to see you guys make me some stickers, for one. They can pretty much be anything. Ideally, you guys are brand builders, so like build your brand. I know like Velocity's gonna have, Velocity's gonna have some too, but Virion's gonna have some very cartoony ones she can throw in. I might even have some of hers from examples she shared with me, but I don't know if we want to. Yeah, let's make a sticker page. That'll be the assignment. Of course, you guys can do what we've been doing this entire time here. What's there? Is there how we can add stickers to our Discord server? I can show you that right now. That's not a problem. So that's a great question. So in a server you own, you can't do it on a server that you don't own. And servers you have, let's see. You need admin permissions on a server you own. Let's go to my Alien Barony server. You're going to go to server settings. You guys can still see. Fire, you see this? Okay. Server settings. You're going to go to stickers. You will need to unlock stickers with some boosts. I think you have 3 slots initially, and then you can add more if you boost. So I don't think you even need to. Do you need to boost at all for the free slots? I think you get a couple, which is fine.
I don't think you need to boost at all initially.
You get 5 free slots. Yeah. And it's going to tell you the upload instructions here at the top. Take note of this. This is what we were talking about with having an image that's 320 by 320. No larger than 512 kilobytes. We go to upload sticker. It's going to give you the option to browse for a sticker. Let's try and put in the one we just made. Boom. And it will work. It's going to come out really small. Okay. And it'll give you a little preview what it looks like on a dark mode or light mode. Okay. But let's use this one instead. The one with the shadow that we made, 320 by 320. It's gonna be a little bigger. I like that one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it an emoji. Throw that there. It's just a related emoji. That way, if anybody starts using that, it's gonna offer the sticker as an option. We're gonna give it the name, Purpley, and a description. I made this on Canva. And then you upload it, and that's that. And then as long as you're in that server, and if you have Nitro, you can go in, actually use that as a sticker. So then I can go in here, go to stickers, go to that server, Boom. And there's purpley as a sticker. Cool? It's very easy. As long as you have everything, in the right resolution and the right file size, it's a very simple process. But if you don't, it's going to give you some trouble. It's going to mess with you. And also, you'll have to have, like, if you want to share that outside of your server, you'll need Nitro to be able to do that. Did that answer the question? And that works for GIFs as well. If you have GIFs under that file size, GIFs will work in that way as well. So that's really cool. That's how I made this work. Oh, not upload. Go to stickers. I made that one. It's a little choppy. I could probably mess with the resolution to make that better. But I made that one and uploaded it as a sticker. You can, do stuff that's a little cleaner. Right? Powerboy, what's the dot dots for? When you say cool dot dot, I just want to tell everybody who does this, I had a habit of doing this for a long time. When you say cool dot dot, it sounds like it's like awkward. Cool. It's like, okay. I put dot dot after everything.
That's nice. Nobody cares.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume you don't mean it like that, but yeah, be mindful, okay? Yeah. Continue. I just spoke for an hour. We'll have this as a recording, guys. For anybody who wants to go through the steps. We're gonna be wrapping it up. But what we'll be doing is making a sticker page. This was an example of one in the post today. And we'll have, we'll write it up. But you need 4 to 8 stickers, no more than that. You're gonna use the skills that we did to make, stickers, and you can just align them however you like on your own sticker page. If you wanted to make something that was branded, that's going to probably work for you in the future. This is more just for fun. You probably won't be able to take this and turn it into a sticker page that's usable anywhere really, but we want to make it look like a sticker page. Let me see if we can make it Sticker Mule. I think Sticker Mule has a way, let's see, to make sticker pages if you wanted to make a sticker page, that is. Boom, stickers. Somewhere there's a sticker page. Sticker, circle cut, rectangle, stickers. Here we go, sticker sheets. All right, continue. Or just, I really don't want to make a sticker page through Sticker Mule. It's kind of spendy. Okay, so continue. Oof, it doesn't give me any option to... How would it know where to cut that out? You know what I mean? That's my question here. So I don't think it'll be usable with the background image. I think you'd have to have all the images separate, which is pretty easy. All we'd have to do is take this, go to the layers, turn off this one, turn off this one, this one, this one, and this one. And now you have independent things. We'd take it, download transparently. Boom. And then sticker sheet. Let's go. I'm not 100% sold on Sticker Mule, guys. This is just an example of, we're just looking at it. Nor do you have to do this. So how does that? It doesn't give me an editor. It doesn't show me like where the cuts are gonna be, anything like that. But my point is, if we wanted to take a bunch of the stickers we made and put them in, one image, I want to see like if you go to a conference and you pick up a sticker sheet, it's got a bunch of little stickers on the, on the sheet, or to just make a mock-up sticker sheet for fun. This is gonna have to, you're gonna have to have a bunch of images that are cut out. Ideally, if you do have them cut out, you're going to have them with some kind of outline to identify that they're a sticker. That's what we were doing here. Every one of these images has edit, shadows, outline. These are at 25. If I want to make the sticker sheet look really nice, I rushed this and I was thinking about this after the fact, but you see how the images are different sizes and therefore the outlines are also different sizes. So if I wanted to make everything look uniform, this one's using a 25 thickness outline, but these tiny stickers are they're also using 25 outline, but because it's smaller, it looks smaller. So if we wanted to make it look uniform, we would have to bring this up quite a bit. Let me just put this next to this so I can see the difference. See what I'm saying? Like, I want the lines to be roughly the same thickness, and it would be about there. It's going to start cutting into my image a little bit, but now at 77, that matches, right? So I want a sticker sheet that looks uniform, that looks like I could just peel into it and, pull off those stickers. Have fun with it. Do whatever you want. I put my little Maddox, right? Having fun with that. Y'all know me. Do I have a soundboard work here? Nope. Soundboard doesn't work here, does it? Does it, Terrace?
Nope, no soundboard here.
No soundboard here.
No,
all right.
sir.
So on this image, it's slightly larger, so I'd want to bring that 77 down, like to, I don't know, like ish. Just looks a little more uniform, right, in size. But all these stickers look like stickers. So that's what we're aiming for. You're gonna make a sticker sheet just to show that you can take an image. This is a live image of Maddox, a little Maddox cutout. This is an image of my face. Here's Terrace. They're all images, right? CGF logo, my logo, right? So they're all images separate of each other. Where if this is our task. Yes, Godman. Yep, we're gonna be making stickers. You're gonna be making a sticker sheet with 4 to 8 stickers on it.
We're actually not going to do the stickers this week.
Not this week. Sorry, Terrace will brief you guys on when and what, but this will be the.
If you remember, we did the resolution and sizing the last time. I still have your guide in the DMs, so we're gonna actually do last week's task or last time's task this week.
We're gonna be playing some catch up with the tasks, but yeah, we'll have videos for everything. So when Terrace posts the challenges, we'll have the video attached. So this video will go into that. So you can always look back and refresh on what we're up to. But for the challenge, when it's available, it'll be a sticker challenge, and we'll have you guys make a sticker sheet. And if you wanted to make this like branded, whatever, you could Maddox, right? You could do your own logo or brand name, whatever, like just make it make sense. Have some fun with it.
You're welcome to start working on your own stickers if you want, but the competition for stickers specifically is going to be held at a later date.
Yeah. So yeah, just have fun with it. And resolution and size challenge first. Size matters from that one. Yes, Terrace will mention all that. All right, very good. Very good, very good. Any last questions before I kick off? I'm going to go feed some babies some lunch. Still Maddox summer for a few days, so kids are home.
Lunch actually sounds good right now.
Lunch sounds good right now. Can we use our
picture? Yeah, why not?
Your picture? Yeah, you can turn yourself into a sticker. Absolutely. If you're comfortable with it, of course. I always encourage that. I want to get to know you guys. Absolutely. No, not a requirement to dox, but always nice to get to know you guys,
Hell yeah. And I don't know why you're having issues, newbie. It just likes my voice better. I don't know what it is, brother. But that's my that was a Ghibli style. No, that was a Cowboy Bebop style image that I had made with ChatGPT at some point. I don't even remember. It was so long ago now. Everything feels like it's going so fast. Stage. Let's see how the stage tracking is going real quick. Milestone check. Channel not being tracked. What? Stage track. Milestone check. Check.
1 second, Bubba. I'm almost done. Thank you.
Oh.
No, go wait downstairs. Thank you. All right, my kids are getting restless. So, if there's no other questions, you guys can reach out and chat. If you come up with some later, reach out in the forum on your project pages. If you guys have any specific questions, always happy to review before the due dates of any of these contests, so that you guys can have the best opportunity to submit something that's qualifying, as opposed to something we can just very quickly fix. Give your guys some time before the end of the due dates. That's just a good time management tip there. So if Paris says due then, try and post stuff beforehand and ask your friends, what do you think? I need some eyes on this. I do that all the time. Paris knows I'm always reaching out and like, hey, check this out. I just need a set of eyes for this. Is that cool? Yeah. So
all right.
But yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do the resolution and sizing competition for this week for you guys. And I will post the video related to that. I'll get the exact. Me and Maddox will talk about it. We'll get the exact guidelines down today and make that announcement today for you guys. I will get the video from Maddox. I will upload it, and it will be available on the YouTube. And yeah, we'll continue this for the next time. Hopefully by the next time I'll be able to do the stickers, and maybe we'll go over emojis then too, which should be pretty similar to stickers, so we shouldn't have to spend too much time on that.
Well, stickers and emojis go pretty hand in hand. The only difference would be the resolution and the size requirement. So it's just a matter of knowing what you're looking for. We went over dots per inch today. We went over resolution sizing today. We went over upscaling today. We also went over how to compress image sizing. We also have other tools for that. But yeah, it's pretty similar. There's a really cool convert. One last bonus here. PNG to JPEG. Which one is it? It's called Cloud Convert. Cloud Convert is fantastic for this because you can set all sorts of things. You can change file types. Pretty much anything you can think of. If you have one type of file and you need it to read as a different type of file, this is fantastic tool. I use this as well, especially when I'm copying media kit stuff and all I have is WebPs to work from and I need PNGs or JPEGs. This is a great tool because you can just grab anything and chuck it in and it's free. And it can, and if you know the difference between your files types, you can usually, shrink your file size based on that, which is great. And it'll even teach you as you go to, like, it'll explain what the file type is and, what it's best for and, all that stuff. So very, very cool tool. If you guys are looking for anything like that, it's Cloud Convert, totally free. So yeah. All right. So with that, I'll let y'all go.
You're gonna go feed your kiddos.
I'm gonna go feed kiddos.
The little ones they said hi.
I will.
Enjoy the lunch, and
thank you.
I will catch you a little bit later.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing the information, brother.
Till next time, guys. Absolutely. Yep. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye. All right, guys. That's the end of stream right there. I'm gonna go feed my kids. You guys have a lot of fun, and we will be back doing this again in 2 weeks. 2 Mondays from now.